We got invaded! Look at that! We got invaded! No time to do something. He wanted to shield us. I mean, he didn't know that we were AFK, so not really his fault. But he's definitely a troll, as you can see. I'm not sure if you can parry a shield. I can kick a shield. Yeah, as you can see, a troll. It's just annoying, yeah. It's not that easy. They are specialized for that, and as you can see, they also had a good weapon for those counterattacks. So yeah, it just happens. It just happens. But yeah, I'm back. A little bit of a surprise. I came back and heard my controller rumbling, and I didn't know why. Thank you, Koala. I feel like that is just fair. But yeah, we met our onion bro just before the break. He was in the well. Someone stole his clothes. And what's up with that? We will find out soon. Yeah, there are a lot of troll invaders, especially now. It's always better in the beginning when the game comes out because people are just playing the game, I guess. Whereas with some time passing, it just happens. So we have another giant here. However, here are also some slugs in there, so it's a little bit more difficult. The principle is the same, though. He damages the slugs or whatever it is as well, though, so makes sense to just focus on the giant for another manicure. That hurt me a bit. They have a lot of health, of course. Ooh. Ooh, I rolled into that. Why did it kill me instantly? Why did it kill me instantly? That one unfortunately does count. So what you can also do is get rid of the slugs first. They are very susceptible to fire. Yeah, but I had the Tears of Denial, Draco. Maybe it accidentally hit twice, or not accidentally, but it counts as 2 hits? I don't know. A little bit unfortunate. Must have been very close. It just happens. I think one of the things that you just learn by playing Dark Souls games is you don't really get too upset over a single death or so anymore. It's just part of the course. It's part of the learning experience and playing through it. Not everything will work out. Sometimes you slip down a cliff or a weird invader punches you with shields. Definitely want to stay close so he doesn't swipe you. It just is what it is. You make mistakes, sometimes you glitch off. Okay, now the minions are actually an issue. Ooh. Usually it barely got out of the way, halfway. Ooh. Let's gain some ground here. Whew, that was ugly. He will go to rest. I'm not sure if he recovers HP. That will help. Oops. I could cheese him now and just use some bow and arrows, but actually not that bad. Here it's really just the minions that are an issue. Must be close though. Doesn't he want to die? There we go. Oh boy. A little bit of short on health, but these giants, they don't respawn. So can just Drang gauntlets. The Drang set is really good. I will read that in a second, and we may actually switch to that armor set. Another pale tongue. Must be the third or fourth pale tongue that we pick up. Large titanite shard and a dung pipe. Drang shoes. Hey, Miss GBT, how are you doing? How's your day? Thank you for stopping by. And the Drang Hammers. Let me read the item descriptions of the dung pipe. Dried fecal waste material, moist on the inside. Throw at enemies to inflict toxin buildup, but also ups your toxicity. Though the stench makes it difficult to carry on one's person, inflicting toxins on enemy yields high damage over time. Perhaps some undead have fond memories of waste, or perhaps not. Still moist. Yes. Where are the Drang Hammers? There. Parrot Hammers of the Drang Knights. Descendants from the land known for the legend of the linking of the fire. Drangleic was that kingdom. When the Drang Knights disbanded, they scattered across the lands as sellswords. They quickly became known for shieldless, aggressive tactics that struck fear in the hearts of men. So very interesting development of the Drangleic Knights. Then we have the Drang... Was there a Drang helmet? Don't think so, no. But a Drang set. Armor of the Drang Knights, proclaimed descendants from the land known for the legend of the linking of the fire. Fine protection that is both light and strong, having been reinforced with rare gay steel. Gay steel? I don't know. The Drang Knights were once feared sellswords until treason meant descending into the abyss, and they were separated forever. Same. Fine protection that is both light and strong. Okay. Strength shoes. Okay. Was there anything else I picked up? I don't think so. Doing great. I'm pretty good. Just tired and exhausted. Calm stream, no raging Akko. I bet he's hiding it. Well, I'm trying to. We just got shielded by an enemy. By a rude invader. So this is lighter than the of the sun, but it looks pretty awesome. And Fashion Souls is always part of Dark Souls. So let's see. Hoop-a-doo. A little bit heavier, the trousers. A little bit lighter, similar defense. And we need a better fitting helmet for that. Maybe the Lothric Knight helmet. How does that look? That looks pretty nice, doesn't it? Something like 20 or so? Don't give away my secrets. Koala. $21, okay. So, first, when I first played through, I for a long time wondered why you even would do that. I didn't see a point in it, but there is a point to it. Very black Nighty, yes. It kind of looks also like the armor of Jon Snow, with the fur and all. Hey Fizz, how are you doing? Welcome. I'm not sure how many I had in Hollow Knight eventually. I think the counter wasn't completely accurate, so I think it was like well over 100, I would say. Ooh. So you can see this is a bit of an issue here. Lots of enemies. Someone is shooting. It's an ember. Before I engage in combat, though, there's this little way. Medieval Squall from Final Fantasy VIII. So this is the elevator we saw earlier that we couldn't use from this side. She thought that something would happen here. But maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe Draco can tell me what I'm doing wrong here. Because he knows what's happening here, I assume. Alright, Koala, thank you for stopping by and hanging out. Always appreciated. 100 charm. They drop these. The Gross Worm Mega Church. Sounds like a mistake, right? Instead of running away like a normal person. True. Get that. Maybe I have to first kill the boss. I don't know. I don't remember. But something is happening here. Mega Church sounds like a great metal band name. I agree, yeah. It would be a great metal band name. So we're a little bit short on Estus here. See you around, Koala. Have a good night. So... Oof. I hate this part. Especially with so little... Estes, and especially since I'm already out of... Got him. Ooh. I'm stuck again. Again, I'm stuck. That's really my biggest reason for my deaths is getting stuck and then having the camera weird. But, okay. That's okay, I guess. Do-do-do. Oh, okay. Oh. But I think usually here in Dark Souls 3 it not necessarily kills off the entire quest, so I may be able to salvage it and try it out. We'll see. Maybe not. Camera is often the worst enemy, yeah. Okay. Pick up our souls first. Oh, he's already at the next step? Okay, I see. Woo! It's again the camera! I got stuck! Does that sound familiar? Should. And I forgot to use Tears of Denial. Can I use it quickly? Yes, but... oh, okay, it's still active. Oh, that should have been a backstab. There it is. Hey, don't poke me. Whew. So we have this guy left though. Yes! Context! Insanity. Context. So we have this giant altar. Then there is a boss fight. So we will do that now. But because I do want to summon the NPC summons, we can summon Andri. The knight we saw before. I'm not sure whose that is. Oh, this is her companion. Horus. So we can summon Horus and Anri. They told us that they wanted to go here. That was the goal. So they can actually help us. Before I go in, I wanted to check something. I think I will use one of these. Okay, let's go in. The Romans lady. Now we have this fight. Here you have to always attack the guy that is glowing in red. And try to survive. The surviving part is normal. Everything else, not so much. As you can see. And there is somewhat of a timer here. Since after time, bad things happen. They summon something resembling a cloud, I would say, that builds up curse. And you don't want to get to that part. This boss fight is not really super tough. But it has some tricky elements to it. You do want a weapon that swipes, that works in big swipes. So now that is the real boss. I want to be in the middle of that. So and he now has the actual health bar. Best thing is here to not lock on and just hack away. Not a very strategic boss fight, I would argue. And very chaotic. Oh, now they are summoning that. Not getting greasy here. And we did it. Woo. Zombie Pope. This looks like AoE heaven. Yes, if you have a good AoE spell, that is nice. So we have the small doll and soul of the Deacons of the Deep. Whew. Good thing you have buddies. Yeah, I think though it kind of made it harder than without buddies because it had way more health. But this is also a good fight to farm some souls. It is fairly easy, and if you have a long weapon with swiping hits, it's fairly easy, and it goes pretty quick. Let's look at the items that we got. The small doll. Small silverwork doll depicting a young squire. In the legendary old city of Earthul, situated in the Boreal Valley, the Pontiff Sullivan gave this doll to valued subjects so that they might use it to cross the barrier when they return home. Listen carefully, and you can hear it say, "Wherever you go, the moon still sets in Earthul. Wherever you may be, Earthul is still your home." So we need that item to progress later. And then we have Soul of the Deacons of the Deep, one of the twisted souls steeped in strength. Used to acquire many souls or transposed to extract its true strength. After Aldrich left for the Boreal Valley, Archdeacon Royce remained in the cathedral with the High Priest to keep eternal watch over their master's coffin. So this was the coffin where Aldrich came out of, the gooey goop man. Yes, the more summons you have, the more health the bosses have. So for some boss fights, it can actually be detrimental to have summons, even player summons, because if your player summon sucks, or dies immediately, you then have to fight the boss with more health. So there's that. And we have this bonfire. And if you reload the area, now you have the Archdeacon here, and you get his set. Something a lot of people miss as well. A white crown won by an Archdeacon of the Cathedral of the Deep, presented solely to delegates of the god. Of the 3 Archdeacons of the Deep, one cast off his white crown and left the cathedral to stand by Aldrich. So one of the Archdeacons left the cathedral. Holy Garb won by an Archdeacon of the Cathedral of the Deep, a sign of the Way of White's highest rank. Archdeacon skirt won by the one underneath Holy Garb. So, oh, was there some additional? Of the Archdeacons of the Deep, one attended to Rosaria, Mother of Rebirth, whom he deemed a goddess. So we know that was, I think, Klimt. He was devoted to Rosaria. This was Archdeacon, I forgot his name, the guy that we just killed, and there's one more who left with Aldrich. Ponder Pope. Okay. So that's nice. That's actually, I feel in the mood of actually trying to do some co-op. Let's see if we find someone. Royce. It is Royce. Not Roy, but Royce. Archdeacon Royce. Let's put our sign here. It's always helpful to put your sign where it's best visible. Like here, for example. Let's wait a second. Gives me the opportunity to refill my coffee. Maybe we will get summoned. If not, we will continue. Almost right, yeah. Definitely closer than me. I think you get half the souls of the boss fight when you help. If I am correct and if they haven't changed that. Okay, no summon it seems. Sounds more real. Okay. Wait a second, I wanted to check something because I wasn't sure about it. Let me quickly go to the other side. Wasn't sure if there's something. So as a reminder, that was the tomb of Aldrich, the guy who devoured so many men that he turned into goop. And he then left the Cathedral of the Deep to go to the Boreal Valley, which is home of Irithyll, and also the home of Vort that we already fought. And he took one of the Archdeacons with him. Now let's quickly go to the Fireling Shrine. So we missed one encounter with a new NPC because I did something in the wrong order, but he's still in the game, and we will find him here now. But now let's see. Let's hear something. No, nothing new there. Is he still there?
Now invade and if come.
Let's see. I wanted to try something. What if I change to Rosaria's fingers and then talk to him.
Now invade and come.
Apparently that doesn't change anything. Not 100% sure how to progress that, but sometimes it just needs to, you need to go to another area. And then we have Henri here, the two guys that helped us.
Oh, and we meet again. We spoke before on the road of sacrifices. Henri of Astora. I'm well pleased to see you safe. We reached the Cathedral of the Deep, but Aldrich's coffin was empty.
Yeah.
The man-eater must have left for his true home. The little doll in the empty coffin told me. Aldrich is said to hail from Irithyll in the Boreal Valley, an ancient fabled city. A pilgrim told me that the city lies beyond Farron Keep, and so becomes our destination. Aldrich's honest home is Irithyll in a pilgrim.
Okay. Horace, do you have anything to say? Not really. Okay. So then we can talk to Thornan
So
and see what. So we can get Deep Soul, Fire Darkened Soul Sediment. It is not a bad spell because it requires only 12 intelligence to use. Or we can get the Cleric's Candlestick. Candlestick used as both sword and catalyst. A useful worship by the Deacons of the Deep. The Deacons, under the guidance of Archdeacon MacDonald, that is the third Archdeacon, became both clergymen and sorcerers. So that is the one that went with Aldrich. I think for now I will take the Candlestick just for the sake of it. Not a good weapon, doesn't have much reach, but if I remember correctly, the additional effect was pretty, or can be useful. A cannon provides a temporary source of light, which reveals additional guidance. Yeah, so you can kind of use it as a lantern. It's like homing Soul Arrow, but unfortunately not very strong compared to its casting time. True.
Ah, how?
Yeah, I think the upside to this spell is that it is fairly it is cheap because it doesn't cost anything, and you don't need much intelligence to use it. So even someone who doesn't skill for magic could use it easily.
Tis good what needs.
Do we have? No, I still need one more Titanite shard. That's a little bit frustrating.
Oh, hello. And in one.
He now sells one Divine Blessing. Nothing new here.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, my lover. Goodbye, my friend. So we can talk to her.
Do you wish to hear a tale?
So we could give him, her, the Deep Braille Divine Tome, but I won't, because it is, if we read the item description, it is tainted. It is evil. We don't want that for her. Okay, nothing new here though. Akko sings 2K19, yes. Isn't it beautiful? It is not. Spoiler alert, it is not beautiful. Taint the bird. He's not here. Did Draco lie? Oh, is he in the other spot? The door closed. What happened? Who closed the door?
Sorry, friend. Be more careful. By the gods, curiosity is gonna kill you, kittens. Some places are better left alone, you know. Oh, sorry. Am I a tad too late? Have no fear. There's beauty in death. Besides, you're surrounded by ladies. Every man's dream, right?
We do know how homeward bones work, right?
Oh, no matter. I'll look after things. By stripping every last trinket off your corpse, you're gonna make some lucky customer very happy.
So he would have tricked us in the cathedral as well.
Oh, no matter.
And that would be the where we would have met him the first time. But since he doesn't know how homeward bones work, would I ever lie to you? Makes puppy eyes. And that is Patches. Learn to homeward bone, bro. He's either outside or... Oh, he's here now. Okay.
Ah, okay. You're alive.
Mm-hmm.
Now, hold your horses. Let's have a nice talk about this. I'll come clean. I did you wrong. I didn't mean it, though. Not one bit. You get these urges, running the business and all, and I hate myself for it. I do. You know what I mean. Terrible, really. But I can see you'll forgive me. You're alive, after all. And that's what counts, right?
Yes, forgive him.
Oh, fantastic. A wily second chance. I knew you'd understand. I just knew it. The heart of a lion. A model for the rest of us. A true friend. Forever.
So he sells some things. Some of them are more expensive than others. He also has the winged spear, and he has, for some reason, the Onion Knight set. And didn't the Onion Knight say someone stole that?
Thanks, good. Oh, yes. What can I do? Aren't you glad we made good of things?
Let's talk to him.
Ah, I see you've met Grey Rat.
Yes.
The slinking rodent. But he did me a good turn back in Lothric Dungeon. Doubtless I should do something about that little dead. Well, maybe not. Well, I can hardly believe he's still standing. Ah, I see you've met the dead. Well, can't find anything, will you?
Okay, now we have the Onion Knight set. And we can have a look at that as well. Distinctively shaped helm worn by the Knights of Katarina, often ridiculed for its onion-like shape, infuriating the country's proud knights, but the masterfully forged curved design makes it very effective for deflecting blows. Often ridiculed, okay, there's the same. And there. Okay, now we can go to the cleansing chapel. Now we can throw the armor in.
Oh, my armor. My deepest gratitude. I, Siegfried of Katarina, salute you. With my trusty suit of armor, I'll be out of here in a jiffy. Until we meet again, comrade.
So that continues his quest line. Rejoice!
No need to. Until we meet.
Okay. Got taken care of that. Now I want to see, now that we killed. Don't think about it too hard, Sanity. That could also be Draco. To the Onion Knight. The trusty little Onion Knight. Okay, he's still not there. Maybe we have to offer... I don't know how this works. Let's give her some fingers. No, tongues. Give her offer pale tongues. 3. I think you get a reward at 5. Now he's there.
So, you've chosen to serve Rosaria after all. She will be pleased with me for finding her another finger. But be warned, my friend. Rosaria's fingers need only fetch tongues for their mistress. Otherwise, we are free, unchained. Like Yellowfinger, you can choose to believe that all fingers share camaraderie. But do not force your romance upon the rest of us. Rosaria's fingers need only fetch otherwise you would...
Okay. So, he mentioned someone called Yellowfinger. Let's see if he has something else to say now.
Rosaria's finger...
Okay, no. But that continued that quest. Let's switch back to our old covenant. And now, I think we have to go back to the Crystal Sage bonfire.